Hello everyone, I'm Rod Richardson. I'm the City Editor with the City Communications Department, and you've tuned into the Weekly Report. As City Editor, it's my job to make sure you get the information you need. Every day, our team of experts go out and shoot video.
Services Department. I want to first of all thank Mr. Jones and his team for his audit.
We send newsletters and press releases. And for those of you who want to follow us on social media, check us out on Twitter because we keep you up to date with the latest things that are happening inside and outside of City Hall. We also produce things like kcmo magazine, which is mailed right to your home with information about city departments and programs, like the biannual City Leaf and Brush Pickup. Curbside leaf and brush collection continues South Zone pickup the week of November 5th. Remember, you may leave up to 20 bags or bundles of leaves and brush on your curb on your regular trash pickup day. The city's leaf and brush drop-off sites are also open for business. The sites are located at 11660 North Main, 1815 North Choteau Trafficway, and 10301 Raytown Road. Drop-off is free to residents on Saturdays, but you must have your ID. For more information about leaf and brush, visit kcmo.gov and search leaf and brush. Hey, did you know you can also get information by going online to kcmo.gov/subscribe? There you can sign up for newsletters and press releases. Lots of departments are there. You can find them. As a reminder, Veterans Day is coming up on November 11th. City Hall and city offices will be closed November 12th, and trash collection will be delayed by one day that week. Speaking of veterans, there is an amazing display at the Liberty Memorial that commemorates the end of World War I. Check it out.
So poppies in World War I are a symbol of remembrance. In the battlefields of Europe, in the war, these poppies grew in amongst the battlefields and amongst the dead bodies. Soon after the war, they became a symbol of remembrance, and people would wear poppies on their lapels. So as part of our commemoration of the armistice, the 100 years since the ending of the war, we're lighting the memorial and the Great Freeze in poppies. So each evening from November the 2nd through the evening of November the 11th, the people can come out here at the National World War I Museum and Memorial and see a remarkable sight of the tower, the National World War I Memorial, lit with poppy blooms, a really moving tribute to those who fought and died in World War I.
And remember, when you visit the memorial, please send us your photos. We'd love to share your experience at this wonderful exhibit. We just had Halloween, and this year we had a group of kids that visited City Hall. They came, they saw, they got candy. Project Boo, baby.
Well, Project Boo is an opportunity for kids from all over Kansas City to come and have a fun interaction at City Hall. So we had about 120 kids that came in today from about 4 different organizations who went from floor to floor getting candy and some other goodies from our city employees, and it was just a great opportunity for interaction to happen between the city and the future of our city.
We're already into year 2 of our Go KC projects. And thanks to your input and your voter approval, we've got things happening all over the city. So we've got videos of our Go KC work going on. All you got to do is go to our YouTube page and you can see all kinds of progress being made. So check out the video of this Go KC project along with other city videos. And thanks for watching the Weekly Report. I'm Rod Richardson.
Doing the groundbreaking for North Oak Trafficway from the North Kansas City city limits up to Indianola. This is a huge project that I know that a number of people have been waiting on in this area.
I am excited that after a whole lot of moving parts, including of course the voters overwhelmingly supporting our GO bond, we're finally making it happen.
This is really going to create a wonderful gateway to the Northland, and it's going to create better mobility and equitable transportation options for our entire city.
You know, it's very unusual to have a groundbreaking where the ground is already being broken, but it is, and that's what's exciting about today.
This is another important project for the Northland. It's long overdue, and because the voters supported this bond issue last year, we can get it done.
We are creating a more equitable, highly mobile North Oak trafficway, and I want to thank everybody who's made that happen. Go KC!
Hello, Kansas City. Each year, the city of Kansas City, Missouri likes to honor veterans on Veterans Day. This year, we're doing that again. Please send us your name, branch of service, and picture if available to the city of Kansas City, Missouri on Twitter at kcmo and hashtag KC Honors Vets, and we will honor them again this year. Thank you.
The Big 12 Men's Basketball Championship as well as the Women's Basketball Championship will now remain in Kansas City through the year 2024.
This is a wonderful venue at which to host it. The area around the venue has gotten better and better every year.
We love when they're in our city every March, and I think you can tell that, the energy that happens in and around Big 12 basketball. Power and Light will be hopping, Grand will be hopping, all the way through Municipal Auditorium. It's a good day.
I'm Councilman Quentin Lucas, and this is my friend Isabella. Did you know more than 225,000 dogs and cats call the city of Kansas City home? But sadly, barely 10% of them are licensed. My friend Isabella here has her license, and she's why you should license your pet too. Isabella is a good dog, but what if she runs off and I can't catch her? Well, luckily, Isabella has a license, and that means if one of the city's animal health officers finds her, I can get Isabella back. And did you know, if Isabella is lost and licensed with the city, Animal Health will actually give her a free pet ride home once every year. How convenient is that? So, if your dog occasionally likes to roam on its own, there's a one-time ticket waiver. No treat for Isabella if that happens, but a big treat for me. And there are no shelter fees if I'm home when Animal Health brings beautiful Isabella back. Licensing your pet is easy and inexpensive. Almost any Kansas City veterinarian can do it, or you can go to the animal shelter at 4400 Raytown Road. You can even license your pet online at www.petdata.com. And a license is only $10 a year and just $27 for 3 years, a little savings. The money goes towards a variety of worthwhile and much needed animal health services, including food, shelter, and vet care for stray and homeless pets, and for adoption services, so other dogs like my Isabella can have a home too. So please, license your pet. After all, a pet license helps us. Right, Isabella?
Today we are at the Charlotte Street Foundation Studios, which is home to many local artists and arts organizations, including Kansas City Public Theater, whose founder we're interviewing today, who is hosting Monday Theater Labs at the Arts Bar. And Elizabeth Bowman, thank you for being here with us today.
Yeah, thank you for featuring us.
And you're part of a thriving theater community, and you've not been around as long as the other theaters. What made you decide to start?
Yeah, well, myself and our other co-founder, Nathan Bowman, we have been involved in Kansas City Theater for at least 10 years, and it is a great, thriving atmosphere. And everybody actually has been very supportive of us in our endeavor, because we've realized as artists that even for us to go see our friends' shows or to see anything else within that's been going on, it costs $40 or more just to go see the show. So as artists, we want to keep going. It's not as accessible since there is that price tag on it. And so we decided to make it, to take down that barrier and make free theater, so not only us and our friends can go see professional quality theater, but people around the city can have the same access as we do. It's also not necessarily as accessible because location. It's intimidating to go to big fancy theaters. And so we really wanted to break down barriers. So our mission is to have free theater, which is pretty radical if you think about it. And so far, we've been able to stick to that mission. And that's what makes us different.
And how long have you been around?
Since November of 2017.
So you're not even a year old?
No, we're coming up on it.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And can you tell us about the First Mondays Theater Lab?
Yeah, so that was our very first program that we decided to do. We thought it was one of the most important things that we could add to the city. And so it is a safe place for artists to create and for new theater patrons to come experience art. And it's free every single time. And we are in the Arts Bar, the Uptown Arts Bar. They are very generous and let us be there every first Monday of the month. And so some of the programming that we do includes staged readings by local playwrights. Our most recent one was by Priska Jabet Kendagor, and she's a local playwright in Kansas City. And that was really great because we not only got to put up one of her shows on its feet in a staged reading atmosphere, but we also could work with her personally and help her develop the play. And she could take what we were doing and add it to what she liked or take away what she didn't like because she could actually see it up on its feet.
So it's literally a lab?
Yes, yeah.
A creative lab?
Yeah.
And what's the November First Monday?
So in November, we are going to do The Madness of Lady Bright. It's a one-act by Lanford Wilson, who is actually from the area. He passed away, I believe, in the 80s, but he was very prolific in the early 1960s, the 70s, and he had a lot of work that was produced off-Broadway and on Broadway as well. And so this is one of his very first, very famous plays, and it's one of his more experimental plays.
So you're really about keeping it local too. So you have local contemporary playwrights that are working things out, using the lab to work things out and to grow their work. But then you have established local giants whose work may not be on people's radar, or people may not know that they were local or they are local. So that's a great way to expose folks to a variety of plays and works.
Yeah, and that goes back to our accessibility too, because us in Kansas City, a lot of people don't go to New York all the time. We watch TV shows like Law and Order or Friends or whatever, and it's all in New York. We don't have that background, that we haven't lived there. That's not about us. So we want to keep it accessible. Playwrights who are from the area still have the same vernacular and background as people from around here, and it's an easy access into the theater.
And how many people come from month to month?
Usually we have about 30 to 40. The space only holds, we found about 60. One of ours, we were bursting at the seams, which was great. But it's actually a pretty intimate space.
And what other programs do you have besides First Mondays on your menu of programs?
So we have our Theater Lab program, which is our monthly program. We have our main stage program, which is we try to do 3 main big productions a year, and so usually that's in the spring, summer, and the fall. Recently we did Medea with Bruce R. Watkins and the Brush Creek Amphitheater, which was really great. That was open to everybody. We had a lot of people who would just stop because they saw something was happening in their neighborhood, and they would come back later. And that was really neat.
So those are public city spaces, actually, which is great that you're utilizing. So, and you're exposing folks to those spaces. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And if people want to know more about your organization or about the performances, because all of them are free, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Including the ones that you just mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, where would be the best place to go?
So if they go to kcpublictheater.org, they can find us. They can also find us on any social media platform, and it's at Kansas City Public Theater.
Great. Well, Elizabeth, thank you so much for telling us more about your organization, and congratulations on your 1-year anniversary that's coming up.
Great, thank you.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund supports local nonprofits that bring cultural, social, educational, and recreational activities to our area. To learn about additional upcoming events, visit kcmo.gov/ntdf.